a good way to win over the fans, if you kind of turn the fans off in some kind of way, is to fight somebody that fans care about. And in the case of David Benavidez, his most recent um, situation with Dave Morrell left a lot of boxing fans kind of looking like, wow, is he really the Mexican monster? Is he really this? Is he really that? Because it seems like he didn't want to fight Dave Morrell. Dave Morrell went on a rant, attacked his father, attacked just everything, right? And nothing happened. Well, David Benavidez is now allegedly going to be facing Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. And it says here, according to Mike Cappinger, right? So we got to take it with a grain of salt, but ESPN Ringside is reporting. It says Benavidez and Andrade is finalizing a deal for fall pay-per-view fight in Las Vegas. Wow, huge news, huge significant news. This would be a good year for David Benavidez, getting two named quality opponents in Caleb Plant and Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Now, we haven't seen Boo Boo Andrade since his 168-pound debut against Desmond Nicholson. And in my opinion, Boo Boo Andrade just didn't look good at 168. He just didn't look good in that fight, okay? But after that fight, it seemed like guys were interested in facing Demetrius Andrade. Unfortunately, you know, sometimes when you're a guy that's too good for your own good, sometimes you got to show guys that you're actually a human. And then guys be kind of more willing to fight you and they be knocking at your door. But whatever the case, Demetrius Andrade, realistically, is supposed to be one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the sport of boxing, right? But it just didn't work out that way. He wasn't able to secure the right opponents. Maybe some may say some bad business decisions earlier on in his career. Things of that nature, right? But whatever the case, he's here and he's looked like he's gonna be facing David Benavidez, man. It should be a really, really good fight when it happens. If you ask me, and this is just based off what they've done lately, right? You can only go off of what they've shown you more recently for the most part, right? But Demetrius Andrade didn't necessarily look good in his last fight. And David Benavidez fought Caleb Plant, a slick boxer. Caleb Plant in a very impressive performance against Caleb Plant, a slick boxer. Demetrius Andrade didn't look good against a Desmond Nicholson guy. So, yeah, total contrast of opposition. Of course, this was Andrade's first fight at 168 pounds. And, you know, one may say the Mexican monster David Benavidez has been at the weight a little too long. But whatever case, they're about to be potentially fighting, man. This is probably why it's been so quiet. Last we heard from Boo Boo, it looked like him and Jamal was trying to make something happen with each other. But I guess Jamal Charlo, as we've seen what happened with him and Caleb Plant and everything else, it doesn't look like a fight with Jamal Charlo is going to be happening for Demetrius Andrade. So it's looking like we're getting David Benavidez instead. And this is an excellent fight. Now, who I got winning is tough to say right now, because if you asked me probably about a year and a half ago, maybe even a year ago, I would have said Boo Boo Andrade, right? But it's hard to say, man, because at his age now, Boo Boo Andrade was supposed to have been had that big fight, right? This is his first real big fight at almost 35 years old. This is his first big fight. Did he get stale over the years is the question I'm asking. Or is this a fight that could really, really fire up Demetrius Andrade and we see the best Demetrius Andrade yet? Because I feel like he's just kind of been on autopilot for the past 3 or 4 years, just kind of going through with the motions, collecting the bag from Eddie Hearn, just fighting whoever he's fighting. And sometimes he's looking pretty sloppy in there. Even though it's pretty awkward and effective, it's sloppy at the same time. And I think if he was in there with an elite guy, I think they'll capitalize on some of these things that he's been doing lately. And hopefully he just ain't got too comfortable and used to doing it. So hopefully in this fight, potential fight, right? It's not finalized just yet. Hopefully we see the best version of Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade that we've seen, right? Because I wasn't too impressed with his last performance, and it's hard to say if he's if he's too small for the weight class just yet, right? He may not be strong at 168 pounds, right? He may not have. He never was known as a big puncher per se, right? So at 168, he's going to really, really rely on his conditioning and his boxing ability. If a power isn't going to be a factor for him at that weight. So yeah, but David Benavidez, man, fought Caleb Plant in his last fight, and yeah, man, we looking to see what the Mexican Monster is going to do. I think we can call him the Mexican Monster once again because he's going after the boogeyman, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. So yeah, man, what a good way to win back the public, right? By giving the fans a great fight this year, pay-per-view fight with Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. We'll see what happens. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.